Hey guys, welcome back. So before we dive into the day trading recap, I want to try to do something here as unbiased as possible. I know Thursdays and Fridays haven't been my best trading days so far, and today I took a really big loss right on the end on Friday. I was gunning it too hard for kind of no reason, so I want to go to my stats and see what kind of interesting information I could pull out and see what kind of conclusions we could make, because I want to be sizing up, and lately I feel like every time I size up, I do some of my worst trading. Maybe it's because I'm overthinking my trade because I'm sizing up and I have my bigger size, but also I feel like I size up on the worst possible days to ever do it, and the really good days like yesterday trading, I was totally sitting on the sidelines, and it was a little bit frustrating. So let's just dive into our stats, see what we can pull out, and then see if we can make some adjustments going forward. So right now I'm on the trading calendar, looking at only my day trading account. So let's go and scroll down to October, and here we go. So we've been on a nice little green streak, but Friday today I'm down to like $800 or something. It wasn't the best trading day, and today after my trading day I was thinking a lot like, why am I always sizing up on like the worst possible days? And then I remember when I went to my insights for my day trading portfolio for the whole year of 2021 and scrolled down, the best day of the week for me were usually the first 3 days of trading. And I feel like maybe this is when I should be sizing up. Maybe Monday, like, kind of take it easy, get a feel for the market, but Tuesday and Wednesday really be sizing up. Maybe Thursday as well. Yesterday was a really good trading day and I totally didn't size up. And then Friday, just like Monday, if I could just walk away with some profits and end the week green, I'll be happy, instead of kind of having that FOMO, that leftover FOMO, and ending the week on a red day like I'm doing today. So if we come to the insights, the same insights, just for December. December just started, so keep that in mind. We scroll down here right now for the weekday, so you have to minus 800 from Friday. So Friday's my worst day. It's kind of similar action, where the first 3 days I'm really making a lot of money. Thursdays right now have been a little bit better, but overall on Friday it's really a day where if I can just end the day green, maybe even early, I feel like that would be better. Kind of do like a half day on Friday, just like the UAE is planning to do. If you guys read that article where they want to do 4.5 work days, hopefully that is for everybody. But my point is here, I feel like I've been sizing up lately a little bit too late in the week, and it looks like my stats would probably verify that, where Thursday and Friday are my weaker days, and maybe that's the time for me to kind of get off the pedal a little bit. So if I start sizing up, let's say on Monday, if it feels like a good market, and then really Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday keep gunning it. Obviously, if it's a weak market, I don't want to gun it for no reason, just like today. Today I sized up for really no reason. I did one of my biggest trades on Friday after the market opened. It was just not really a smart idea, so I really fumbled there a little bit. So based on my strategy, which is the momentum gap and go strategy, and primarily trading pre-market and then a little bit at the market open, so basically from 7 to 10 a.m., it looks like Monday to Wednesday is my best trading days, and maybe Thursday as well. So for the whole year, it's the first 3 days, but for December so far, it's for these first 4 days. Remember, I just took an $800 loss today, so Friday is only about like $200 profit. Although we did have a big loser today, overall for this month, we're still up over $500 or $5,000, which is pretty nice. I can't really complain about that. Daytime, for December, I still am making most of my money at 7 a.m. That's really like the golden hour for me. Weekday we already covered. And then intraday duration, I did get a few trades where I'm holding a little bit longer than I'm green on, but if you guys remember, for the whole entire year, the intraday duration is basically any trade I hold over 2 minutes, I'm red on, which is just the most insane statistic ever. Well, actually, I have a little bit of a green trade here, something I held between 40 and 59 minutes, kind of funny. But I think as I keep focusing more and more on the 5 minute and less on the 1 minute, I might have a little bit more success from the 2 to 4:59 area. I don't really think I'm going to be holding trades more than 5 minutes, to be honest, unless maybe averaging down or something like that. And that's probably why I keep taking those bigger losers there. So I do want to try to hold a little bit longer, as long as it's a green trade. So if it's, breaking out and it's having a 1 minute pullback and I'm still in it, maybe sizing into that one, and then, I might get to 2 to 3 minutes or something like that. But, if the ticker's selling off, there's really no reason to average down if it's a failed overall pattern. So then cutting my losses a little bit quicker is the right idea, because I just can't seem to hold winners very long. But yeah, the big thing here is, going forward, I really want to keep sizing up, right? I want to go from, $10,000 average position size. Actually, right now it's even less. I could tell you actually. Stats overview. So my day trading portfolio for December, my average position size is, let me go down here, average position cost $7.4 thousand. So it's really, really not that big. I want to get it to that $20,000 part, and I'm not going to get it by not starting to trade with $20,000. I think that's why I kind of did $20,000 today. Unfortunately, it was after yesterday, and I feel like yesterday I did really bad trading, and today I was kind of like trying to maybe do a little bit of revenge trading, trying to prove myself a little bit. I don't know what it is. I could think about it forever. I think the most important part, bird's eye view, is if I look at my yearly performance. Like I said in the beginning, I make most of my money on these first 3 days, maybe even the first 4 days. And I think what I've been doing is doing kind of small size on Monday, still kind of small size on Tuesday, getting more confidence on Wednesday. Thursday, I'm like on edge. And then Friday, I'm like, let me start sizing up. Why am I not sizing up? And then boom, I have those big losses on Friday. So what I think I need to do is just by default, start trading like half size of that, like $20,000. So by default, start trading with $10,000 as my half size. And then if it starts working up, start sizing up to those $20,000 zones. And then even more if I'm, feeling really, really hot. But not waiting for, Thursday or Friday because, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I was like, oh, let me, take it easy. Let me get a feel for it. If the market's hot and there's a good setup, I should be getting more and more aggressive. Not like today, where today was, it's Friday, it's a weak market, and I'm already red on the day. There's always those days where you're red and you just kind of keep getting more and more red. Those are not the days to start sizing up, right? The days you want to start sizing up is where you're green, the market's hot, and you're getting more and more green. Clearly, there's something working, and you're good, and you're in a good flow state, and that's why I think earlier in the week I want to start sizing up as soon as possible. I think for me personally, that's like a little bit something I haven't been doing so much. Oftentimes, I'm just way too cautious. I think that's been the wrong mindset. I don't want to wait till the end of the week. I want to kind of hit the week running, and then hopefully by Thursday and Friday I'm feeling really good on the week, and then I could start sizing down without that kind of revenge trading, that FOMO trading, because Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I was using smaller size and I wasn't taking advantage of the good moves that we were seeing. So I think that's what I'm going to do going forward. And this could be just a tiny little pivot, right? Sometimes you don't need a big change in your trading strategy. Just a 1% or 2% change can make huge differences over time. And that's really what I'm trying to do here. So going Monday morning, I'm not just going to randomly go $20,000 in a trade, but I'm going to switch my mindset a little bit to be like, okay, well, are we getting some good action? Let me, get away from that $2,000 trade. Let me start going with $10,000 right away. See if we can get some momentum going. And if not, that's fine. I'll, keep going slow and half size. But there's no reason for me not to go, $20,000 if we have 100% lead gapper on Monday and everything's working out really good. It's much better than getting FOMO later on the week because I didn't do that and then trying to make up for kind of those missed profits on Thursday or Friday when the market might be cooling down. And this is really, again, bird's eye view. Every day and every week is always a little bit different. Sometimes we might have a week where Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are horrible and Thursday and Friday are really good. You never really know. But for a fact, I've been way too conservative in the beginning of the week and I've been way too aggressive later in the week. And I think I want to kind of flip that a little bit and see how it goes. I think it's going to take some time, but I think this is going to be a really good little experiment here, especially going to the end of the year. And hopefully, if this works, we'll be able to hit, 2022 in a much better mindset. But we'll see what happens. All right, I just dimmed the lights a little bit. They were kind of getting to my head. So yeah, here you see it. I'm down 879 for the day. Not my best trading day. And what you can also notice right off the bat is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did 5 different tickers today. I think a big difficult part today was the fact that we had no clear lead gapper. I think you could maybe argue AVCT at this point in time is and was the lead gapper. But pre-market, there was so many different tickers. I mean, we were switching between a lot, and that's always a bad sign. I should have just took that as a bad sign. It's not that I didn't know that. So there you go. I already wasn't in the right mindset. And actually thinking about that quickly, that happens a lot where on Friday I'm already so exhausted. I'm like, I'm ready for a weekend. I'm ready to take a little bit of time off, relax, then hit the ground running again Monday. And I think that's probably again why I don't do my best trading on Friday, because mentally I'm already a little bit checked out for the weekend. So that's a little bit of a side consideration as well. And if that's me, I'm sure there's many other people that are in that same feeling. And there was actually a time where I took Fridays off. It was for like a whole month. I think when we were in Albania, I was constantly taking Fridays off. And that was really nice. Having a 4-day work week, that was phenomenal. So maybe I have to do that again. Who knows? But let's go ahead, review all these tickers. AVCT is really the big one to review. I really didn't do a lot of trades. A lot of these I only did like 1 or 2 trades on. So this recap shouldn't take too long. AVCT by far is the most important ticker to talk about because I am super red on this one, and it was really all just because of 1 or 2 trades. So let's go to the daily and take a look at this one, how it performed. This ticker is pretty nasty. It's had these big spike days and then just sells off. And today looks like we've had 2 days of momentum here with pretty decent relative volume. That's really good to see that. But overall, we're in a backside trend, and we have big resistance at $4. I think a lot of us were thinking EVCT was going to run to $4, especially pre-market, but we never really got that push. And I think that's probably what put me on edge a little bit. So industry IT services, 68 million market shares outstanding, 186 market cap. Definitely has some catalysts being pumped out today. And if we just come here to the 5-minute, down here you can see yesterday we had that power hour move, then we had a good extended hours run. Pre-market, it was just a lot of consolidation and ranging. It was really tough to trade this one pre-market. And you can see here, my first trade on AVCT was way too aggressive. I did 7,000 shares on this one, on this extended pullback, and I took a loss here because I think I got chopped out right here before it popped back up, and then I chased it, and then it sold off again, and I took 2 losses back to back. And I was like, that was embarrassing. Like, why did I just do that? That wasn't even really good trading. There wasn't even really a good setup. The 5-minute was extended. So, just like making a lot of little mistakes back to back. Too big size, being not patient enough, waiting for that good 5-minute setup, and then just being way too focused on the 1 minute. Just amateur hour mistakes that, could have easily been avoided. I did do a little bit of a trade here that I think I walked away slightly green on. I had to hold through this flush. That was kind of sketchy. And then at the market open, this ticker, I was looking for maybe either a quick spike up. So I did a trade here, actually made a decent little profit, but then it flushed down, and I actually ended up buying into this sell-off, looking for a red to green move that we kind of got here, but I sold a little bit too soon, and I never bought back, and then it spiked up again. So if I was really focused on AVCT, really focused on the 5-minute specifically, because we had a 5-minute breakout here from the last candle, and then bought this pullback here, things like that, just basic moves, like going back to the basics, I could have done really good today. And that's what I mean. Like by Friday, I think I'm a little bit exhausted. And then here I go ahead and, take my biggest loser. I start buying this pullback way too soon. Look, I'm buying at 252. That's right up here. That's way too soon for this pullback. We haven't even reached the 9 EMA on the 1 minute. And if you look on the 5-minute, let's see, 955, that's right around this area. And we're nowhere near a healthy pullback to like 2.4 or even like 2.3 or something like that, which ultimately happens, and then it spikes up 20% again. So really, I'm just doing really simple mistakes. And I think it's just because like Friday, yesterday I did really bad trading. So like today I was trying to gun it. Market's like not perfect. And then I'm, already kind of delirious. I'm already messing up on the most obvious setups. And that's, really frustrating and just adding fuel to the fire. And because I did make this big mistake, and I took a big loss there, I actually checked what my profit was because I thought I was below my max loss on the day, and that's when I just stopped trading. I was like, I am nowhere near in the right mindset to keep trading. Who knows what I would have done in this area? Probably chased up, the highs and sold here, like a total FOMO kind of move, revenge trade move. So I was like, you know what, I'm done trading. And that was my last trade here on AVCT. And then look at this, just range. This was stressful. And yeah, this price action on AVCT is tough, especially after 10 o'clock. I mean, like this, I think I could have traded like if I was really clear in the head. But this range trading, I mean, that is just how you give back profits, and that's really frustrating. So again, if anything, by the time Friday rolls around, I should either just be doing smaller size, maybe take off. I'm not a big fan of taking off, so really just smaller size. I mean, if it's a really hot market, I should gun it a little bit, but statistically over the last year, Friday has been back to back my worst trading day. And it's not to the point where if I didn't trade it, it would be better off. It's better that I do trade Friday because I am consistently green. It's just my worst day. So I think trading smaller size would allow me to, if I do make more mistakes, mistakes, which I seem to do on Friday, then at least it would allow me to not have big losers from those mistakes, and maybe even be able to average down, or let me close this one without, too much regret or too much denial because I have too big size and I don't want to cut it or something like that. So I think that's going to be really, really important going forward, watching out for Friday. So yeah, that's definitely going to be my game plan going forward. Let's go through these other tickers. We have CNTX. This was a ticker that we've been seeing a lot. So many of these tickers today were just, former runners. So on the daily, this one's popping up again, kind of 2 days here of a bounce. We have big resistance at $8, so I was kind of nervous about that zone. You could see pre-market, we did break $8, or this was extended hours, but eventually we flushed back down ever since pre-market opened. And then TOS opened at 7, so you could see all the chop that was, potentially, there's just no potential really. I did a little bit of a pullback trade here. I did a red to green attempt right here, although by this point the red to green was, way potentially over. Eventually actually does have a red to green, but then it flushes so hard, and yeah, CNTX again, just tough stuff. ENSC, I only had an alert that went off on this one. On the daily, it's actually nice because it's pulling back to this really big support zone. So I had a 100 share alert right here that got triggered, and I never really paid attention to it. And it wasn't actually till after my morning workout I realized I still had these 100 shares. So this was kind of really, again, like these mistakes only happen on Fridays, I swear. So my head's just not in the right area. Why am I not checking my current account and seeing what kind of trades I have open? I mean, just so ridiculous. So before I started the recap video, I realized this, and I just quickly closed that out. Actually, it did make some money off of it, but ridiculous. ISIG, this was a ticker that we've seen many times in the past. Pre-marketed, I don't know, tried here with light size. I bought one of the pullbacks looking for continuation. It actually ended up working, but I did take profits way too soon. I missed that spike. On the daily, it's just been a lot of continuation, so had me a little bit nervous how high it was on average. And I don't really like trading tickers once they're over $20. I really want to be between that $2 and $7 sweet spot. So ISIG just wasn't something I was super focused on. And then BFRI, actually the only ticker I'm a little bit green on is which is actually kind of surprising because the pre-market, it didn't do anything. On the daily, you can kind of see here it's making a little bit of a rounded bottom, but big resistance around 7.5 and even maybe around 6. I ended up trading this one to a pullback to $6. My first trade was a little early. I realized that, and I closed it right away. And then it pulled back properly a bit more, and I was able to size in here and then sell into the pot. But both times, my entry was a bit early and my exit was a bit early as well. So I didn't really nail any of this move, but still, I was able to walk away at least with a little bit of profit. And yeah, that was pretty much my Friday trading day. You could really notice, I think more than anything, my mistakes with AVCT and just my mindset. I was not patient enough today. I always say you want to be patient and then aggressive. I was missing the patient part. I was like, all right, let me go get this set up here. But there was no good 5-minute setup yet. And I was too focused on the 1 minute today. And then I was just overly aggressive. Sizing in too much on a weekday, on a day that statistically I'm not good on, and on a ticker that I'm consistently getting more and more red on. So, 3 red flags right there. I guess I should be happy that I'm not more red today, because wow, I did some really bad trading today. Well, I hope you guys got some good value out of that video. Red day recaps are sometimes always the best ones. Those always make you realize what you need to change, and I think sometimes little pivots are really important. So I'm happy in a way that I had this good realization today, and maybe I would have never had it if it wasn't a red day. So maybe it is a green day after all. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. Subscribe if you're new. We'd love to have you part of the community. And like always, stay safe, make some awesome trades, and have a phenomenal weekend. I'll see you first thing Monday morning. Ciao, ciao.